p.m. cool outside, so we've got something to keep you warm inside. It's the weekend. A lot of us will be baking, so we thought we'd bring in executive chef John Colora. He's back with some baking, which is just tips, right? That's cyber
right.
talk for tips.
That is cyber talk for tips.
Yeah.
And basically, we're going to use your everyday cake mix that you can get in the at Walmart or Fry's.
Which is the only thing I can bake a cake with, so
yep, really
we're
simple.
Off to a good start.
And we're just going to change a few things. The box says to use oil. We are going to substitute butter.
And why do you do that?
It's going to make the cake lighter and fluffier, and it's going to taste better. Butter's always better. I mean, it's just that simple.
Right.
And I have a couple other things you can do.
What would you rather eat, butter or oil? If you had to eat them plain,
I
you'd
would
go butter.
Definitely go with the butter. A couple of other things you can do when you're baking this cake is there are a few little items on the market that you can do to put on the pan to make it not stick. This is actually an oil that has flour in it that makes the cake release quickly. And then there are these little, I call them, they're like little spikes. They're called heating cores.
Can I see one?
Absolutely.
And what do? They look like they're just little solid stainless steel guys.
Yeah, they look like little nails. And what you do is you put your batter inside the pan here, and then you put these little spikes inside of the batter, and those kind of float in there. And then what you do is instead of baking it at 375 or 350 like it says, you bake it at 325. And what'll happen? A little lower temp. A little lower temp. It'll take a little bit longer. The cake will come out softer and moister, and it won't be really hard on the outsides. It'll cook really evenly.
Crusty stuff around the outside sometimes when you have to bake it too long.
All right. And then I have a little tip with chocolate chip cookies. We're going to take our cookies, and if they get really hard and dry, what you can do is you can put them in a bag. I'll put a couple in here. And then you take an apple, and you put apple slices inside of the bag.
And why do we do that? I have a guess.
You have a guess, and you're absolutely right. The moisture from the apples are going to keep the cookies nice and soft. You can just leave them on the counter. It's good for a couple of days. The apple flavor is so mild that it doesn't change the taste of the cookies.
At all?
Nope.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. And now, do you have to be careful with the apple getting, nasty and brown and everything?
Well, I would leave it in there for maybe 2 or 3 days, and that's it.
So this isn't a long-term situation. Don't stick them in there and expect them to be good at Christmas dinner or anything like that.
Exactly. Probably the little ones will eat them fast enough that it'll be okay.
All right, John, and you're going to be here all morning?
All morning.
All right, we'll have more hacks, which means tips, coming up later on in the show, and still much more on Good Morning Arizona. A check of the sports is up next.